Jake Ben's a wrestler.
It seemed like you were paying very close attention on Saturday to Nate Diaz. In your perfect world, you beat Anderson as Nate next.
Yeah, look, I don't even know if he's out of his contract. You know, like I don't know how. I'm sure that the UFC has ways of keeping these guys in there. So if he's actually out of his contract, and I beat Anderson Silva on October 29th, get your tickets at Gila River Arena and Ticketmaster.com. Pull up, be here. But if I beat Anderson, then yeah, that fight makes perfect sense.
Jake, what's it like for you to know that should you win on October 29th, you will now have a win over one of the greatest combat sports athletes of all time? What would that mean for you?
It's surreal to me. It would mean a lot to me. It would continue to motivate me in ways that are unexplainable, and it would just be a testament to like the hard work that I put in, because sometimes in that gym when you're, you know, it becomes a lonely sport and you're just working, but not like the same thing every single day over and over. And you need moments like that to stay motivated and to continue to love this sport. So that's what I'm going for.
Jake, Ben's a wrestler, obviously, and Woodley started as but this is a legit boxer in Anderson Silva to beat. What have you learned when you watch the Chavez fight you see from him?
He's a really good boxer, man, and he obviously beat a former world champion, and he's known as one of the greatest strikers of all time, right? And even Dana White just called him the GOAT of combat sports, and he's known for his striking, he's known for his knockouts. So he's going to be sharp, he's going to be electric, he's going to come in shape, right? He did 8 3-minute rounds with a former world champion, so I have a big challenge here.
You got a couple of boxers back out on you, but the MMA guys keep stepping up. You know, I mean, can you just talk about the two sports, compare the two? Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I think these MMA guys have bigger balls, and that's just proven because they've gotten into the ring with me every single time. Tyron Woodley got into the ring with me on short notice, so they're down. They're about that action, and that's the kind of mentality that I have and that I want to bring to the ring. And I'm not scared of anyone, not afraid to back down from any challenge. But a lot of these boxers, man, they're just ducking people, and that's why you don't see the biggest fights in boxing happen, because they're scared of losing that O. In MMA, it's more common to lose and go get another chance and make a run back at the title. In boxing, if you lose, it's like very frowned upon. And so I think people are more protective of their opponents and protecting themselves from losing.
Jake, is something you want to change maybe in your career? How do you think you could go about that, change boxing a little bit so that the best fighters do fight each other?
I think just creating a system where like it's more mandatory for fights to happen, and obviously there's mandatory challengers for belts and such. That only matters if someone's the champion, and it's hard for that to sometimes happen. I think there needs to be one person in charge who just makes the fucking fights happen. And if the fighters don't want it to happen, they need to be penalized. Like for what Hasim Rahman Jr. did, right? He lost my Showtime Most Valuable Promotions and myself millions of dollars. He should be banned from the sport for 2 years for what he did, so that fighters don't do that moving forward. But there's none of that. He just gets away with it scot-free, gets a bunch of clout, and then tries to go and do another fight.